this pages planned out for a week, but it's been busy. And so I just haven't gotten it videoed. So we're going to fix that today because I'm behind. For once, because of videoing, not because of just getting my stuff together. Anyways, I wanted to show you I was tinkering with the embroidery. I don't know if you can tell. It's all embroidered. I love it. It won't work in my Fauxbonichi, but I'll put it in something else. Or up on the wall. It's kind of pretty. All right, let's make this happen. There was a lot. As you can tell, I have a ton of photos. Not much journaling though, because it wasn't a lot of activity. It was more just a lot of crafting and stuff. So, yeah. So my plan is I want to make these two big pictures flip. So we're gonna do that hopefully, and I'm going to use these two P13 4x6 journaling card type things that I never know what to do with because they don't fit in my Fauxbonichi because they're too wide. I'm trying to decide if I should leave the background or not. No, I don't think so. So we're gonna glue it to the bottom. So what have you guys been up to? I have so much stuff going on. I mean, between Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, living whole food, plant-based, all of that, mouse potato designs, all that. It's just been craziness. And then there's I was going to say all the challenges I belong to, but really the only one that I'm still doing is the 52 tags. Hold on, I got to cut this. Is the 52 tags challenge. I was doing the Roxy one, but it's not my thing, so I'm gonna let that one go. I've been having fun watching everybody do theirs though, but I don't know. I haven't seen what the prompt is today, but I don't make junk journals, so it just, I thought it was going to be like a challenge for stuff to go in the junk journal, and I thought, well, I can use that stuff, but I can't use, I don't junk journal. So there's that. And then we're going to make them flippies. Yeah, I know, my stool squeaks. It is what it is. I usually make the flips with washi tape, but I'm not doing it this time. I thought I'd use these cards up. There, and then flip, flip, right? So I'm not doing that one anymore. And then I saw a challenge for an inspiration journal, and I thought, well, that'd be cool. And then I thought, I already have an inspiration journals and I don't use them, so I won't use a new one either, because that's what I have YouTube and Google for. I don't know. I guess for me, just to create is now this embroidery stuff, and so I don't have any paper things. Plus, I've got to get to work on finishing up that Faded Missives journal, and hopefully I'll work on that this week. But mostly I've just been trying to get organized and my stuff together. Hold on, let's see how this is gonna fit. Let's do this side first. All right, so basically I got some new gotta move this way a bit. There. I got some new storage containers, and I'm trying to figure out a way of using my stuff more efficiently, because what has happened is I have a little bit of stuff over there and a little bit of stuff over there and a little bit of stuff over there, and then I go to sit down and work on a creative project, no matter what it is, whether it's a paper project or a sewing project or whatever, and I forget what I have. And so I either, hold on, iPad's dying. There we go. I either buy new or just don't use anything, or I get stuck and I'm like, gosh, I wish I had more stuff to figure out, and I forget, well, duh, I have drawers full. So what I've been doing is I bought these iris cases from, and if you guys saw my live or any of that stuff, you've already seen these, from Michael's. They've got a great deal going on plastic storage right now. And I figured I'm going to color code a bunch of stuff. Not everything. I mean, I'm not going to get crazy, but I'm going to color code a bunch of stuff so that when I am working on a project, if it leans pink, I can pull out this drawer of pink. And not only do I find like the pink ribbon, but I find the pink buttons, and I find the pink flowers, and I find the pink fabric, and I find all of the little tchotchke things that I normally would have just, if I had just had a drawer of ribbon, that's all I would have found is the ribbon. And so this way, maybe new inspiration will show up on things that I would have not used before because I wouldn't have even thought about using them, because I forgot I had them. And so that's what I'm hoping to avoid here, is not avoid, but fix, is the fact that I have all this stuff. I don't need a bunch of new stuff. Now, I'm not no buying or any of that kind of stuff. All I'm saying is that half the reason that I don't use the things that I have is because I forget that I have them. So that's the end. Hold on, we need to go from here. This one needs to go here. All right, let's get these in order. All right. And so I'm trying to do better at using what I have by finding out what I have. And I hear often people say, oh, I'm going to use my stash. And then it's usually followed up with, I have so much stuff. Well, then what happens is we get overwhelmed and we forget. We're like, oh my God, just no. And so the stuff gets stuffed away and forgotten. I don't have as much stuff as I used to have, so that helps tremendously. I have limited space now, not because I don't have room, but because I've chosen to only allow a certain amount of stuff in. And if I want more, something has to go out. I kept all the things that, as Marie Kondo or whatever the heck her name is says, give me joy. there are certain things that I had hoarded for years and years and years on the offshoot chance that I might do something with it. And the reality is no, I won't. I won't. If I didn't use it when I bought it, and I haven't used it since I bought it, I'm not going to use it. Or made it, or whatever it is, you know. And that's like, I see all of these videos about scraps. Oh, I have so many scraps. At some point, your scraps are garbage. Truthfully. Now, I'm going to say that and everybody's going to freak the heck out on me, which that seems to be the story of my day, because people don't like me voicing my opinion. And that's what it is it's my opinion. You don't have to listen to it. But if it starts to pile up and you have drawers of scrap, it's no longer scraps to use in a scrappy way. It's now garbage. Nobody is required to use every little itty bitty bit of stuff. You understand that paper breaks down in the environment, right? I noticed that everybody's like, oh, I don't want to waste it, or I don't want to throw away things that are paper. Plastic, chuck that stuff. But paper, everybody's like, oh, no, I couldn't get rid of that. And pretty soon, you're first of all, you're creating the same type of thing over and over and over again. And I guess if you're into mass production, then that's great for you. But if not, it really is at some point, when is it just too much scrap, you know? And so I have one little box that I keep and one little container that I keep of scrap stuff. And the rest of it I throw away. And let me tell you, it's hard to throw it away after years and years and years and years and years and years and years of hoarding it. Because that's what the community does, is we hoard. We hoard everything. You could use that microscopic little teeny itsy bitsy piece of blue paper because, you know, what if you needed it for something? Oh gosh, and you threw it away because we'll never have blue paper again. But I don't know. My thoughts are that I am much more creative, and I find as I watch YouTube videos, people say often the same thing, that they're much more creative with less. It makes you work your imagination brain. I only have this much. I have to figure out how to make this work with this much stuff. And then creativity happens. So, anyways, I guess the moral of the story is that make sure it's something you can use in your lifetime. Not something you're hanging on to just in case that one project will come along. Because it won't. It won't come along, you guys. It won't. And even if it does, there'll be something else out there. But people are always like, oh, I love your craft space, and I love your storage, and I love da-da-da-da-da. And when you watch YouTube and you drool over all of those craft rooms that are out there and stuff, you realize that you're drooling on the lack of stuff, usually. Not the mass amounts of stuff. And anyways, so, all right, unleash hell in the comments, because I know that's, no, just because you have so much. I don't have much. I have 2 tables worth of stuff and that rolly cart. I used to have much. This is a 35-foot by 16-foot room. I used to literally have an entire wall-to-wall system on every wall that has no door or window on it, with drawers and shelves full of stuff. It didn't bring me joy. Gotta figure out how to, because I have a photo that goes here. Or here, it doesn't really matter. So maybe select some stuff and say, instead of keeping it all, I'm going to keep flower stuff or butterfly stuff. Now, this is for those that don't have a plan or aren't using their stuff, not for people who are actually doing it. I mean, I use my stuff. Well, then obviously you're not needing to get rid of it. What are you missing out there because you're buried under your stuff? That's what I want to know. All right, you guys. So here's what's going on this page. I got to use my spring forum pan for the first time. I bought it months ago and finally decided to break it out. And I made spaghetti pie, which turned out really, really good, even though the photos are crap, because I hate taking kitchen photos. Hate it with a passion. And it always looks like crap, but it was delicious. Yeah, I have a recipe for that on my Facebook page, Living Whole Food Plant-Based. I'll link it down below. But it's super simple, super easy. No oil, no cheese. You'll be all right. And no meat. You'll be all right. Really, it's delicious. And then I took a picture of some of our basil that we are growing because I'd put in big bouquets worth of basil that goes in. And yeah, and I made the next day. This is 2 days. What days is this? This is Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know. I don't have the calendar up anymore. Wait, turn the page. 27th and 28th. So the 28th, we had stir fry, broccoli mushroom stir fry. Oh, so good, you guys. Again, no oil. This one didn't even have sugar in it and no added salt. It did have soy sauce, but I don't count that as an added salt. And we pigged. And then all of these are down there with my organization stuff. And it turned out really good. I mean, now I've used it a couple of times with a couple different kinds of projects. And it was so cool because I was like, oh, I forgot I had beads. Oh, I forgot I had that, And so it's worked out really, really good. And every once in a while, you need to just go shop your stuff and see what the heck you have. I'm notorious that if it gets put in a cabinet or a box, it's gone for life. And so everything I have is clear or on shelves because it's gone for life. I kid you not. So that's why clear tubs always work for me. I labeled them because it looks good in pictures, but I don't use the labels. They're clear. This is the pictures of this, since this wouldn't go in the journal, because it would go in there, but it would leave it lumpy, so I don't want to do that. And I can get more stuff in this way. And then we turned it into a flippy here, and I'll do my journaling here and through here. Over here I have a note from my hubby that's going to go over there. And so there's that, and then this is just a picture more of the two cats who were not helping me with my storage because they are not helpful. I'm surprised that all of this string and ribbon and yarn didn't wander, so that was pretty good. And then I've bought a pair of decorative embroidery type scissors. You can use them for anything, but that's what they're known for. And I have fallen down the rabbit hole of beautiful antique looking scissors, and I want them all, and I will have them all. And it's so funny because I was telling my husband about it, and I can pretty much go to him and say, I want to get this, and he's like, whatever. And I said, I'm going to order a whole bunch of decorative scissors, and he went, you don't need them. He never says that. It was so weird. I just looked at him. I'm like, well, duh, but I'm going to get them anyways. He's like, well, what'd you ask for? I said, because I always do, and I'm stupid. So anyways, I'll be ordering more decorative scissors because they're pretty, and they hang on my wall. But I need to get a date in there, and I'm going to just write the date on there. And so that is going to be my page. But my moral of the storage story is that if you don't use it, why are you keeping it? There's not enough years left in our life to use all the crap we've collected, you guys. So pick your projects, pick what you need to work with those projects, let everything go. And I highly recommend giving it away. And people are always like, oh, you should sell that stuff. No, stop that. Not everything has to be about money. Here's an idea. How about spending a little bit of that money you've spent on all of this crap you have in your room that you're not using it, and spend it on shipping to somebody else and give it away. Give them some joy and let them store the stuff for a while. Not everything has to be about money. I've kind of gotten can you tell I'm just deluded with the YouTube community when it comes to a lot of the crafting. I cannot believe how much it's become financially motivated, and it makes me sad. Make stuff for yourself, make stuff for your joy, make stuff for your memories, make stuff for your friends and your family, and make stuff that give you joy for yourself. And not everything has to be for sale. Even you. All right, you guys, I'm going to go do my journaling. I am going to go and finish this and get the next couple of pages laid out. We'll have another video come up about that. And I got my 52 tags thing done. It's coming up. You've probably already seen it by the time you've seen this video. And yeah, comments, questions, suggestions. Your gripes will be removed because I don't deal with assholes. Sorry. It was brought to me in one of my videos that to take my own advice and do joy. If you don't have something nice to say, don't watch my videos and don't leave a comment because you're blocked and banned. Bye. But I do this because I love it, and I have had the best fun getting to know you guys again and new people, and you guys are awesome. Stay awesome. Go do something that gives you joy. Whatever that is. And don't hoard paper scraps. I'm saying that to myself. I don't hoard paper scraps anymore. I hoard everything else. So, yeah. But I don't know. It's like I'll have to show a video on some of the stuff I've hoarded that I want to let go of, but I'm stuck with, and maybe I can just do it with an envelope and say, okay, here's all these little scrappy bits, these miscellaneous die cuts, these little paper pieces and all this stuff. If I put all this in an envelope, does anybody want it? Maybe that's what I'll do. What do you think? Would anybody want it? I don't know. We'll see. All right, I will see you in the next video. That's my lecture for the day. It's not really a lecture. I just want you to find joy in yourself. Don't hide in your crafts, and don't get buried under your stuff. Find life. Put it on your pages. It's important.